The following has been paid for by the Pens World Order. All right. Sorry I'm late doing this, everyone. It was a very busy weekend, but Pens lose 3-2 to the Philadelphia Flyers. Lol. This is the Let's Go Pens fan react again. I'm very sorry for doing this late, everyone. I know the game was all the way back on Saturday night. Life just got in the way. We had a snowstorm out here. I had some life things that happened, got in the way. Sunday night, completely watched Super Bowl. I was not in the mood to do this. And it was just, all right, it's Monday. I got to do this. Thankfully, there's no Pens hockey until, checks notes, next Thursday. Woof. So, the Pens take on the Philadelphia Flyers on the end of a back-to-back with travel. And let me just kind of get set up here again. City of Your Pants broadcasting at its finest. So, the Penguins are coming in, getting back, a bit banged up. All right, a lot banged up. And the Pens coming off a really good win with the Rangers, where they were able to just basically say, all right, we're going to dig in. We're going to dig our heels in. We have no Crosby. We have no Malkin. We put an A on Erik Karlsson. Okay, everybody's making a big deal out of that. And we're going to ride with this into Philadelphia. And this was a bit of a back and forth game. It seemed like a game where, could Pittsburgh have won this? Sure. They absolutely could have. They played the Flyers tough. I mean, we outshot them all game. Scott Laughton got things going in the first minute 44 of the game. My goodness. Scott Laughton gets his 11th into the goal to make it 1-0. Pens respond. Erik Karlsson, which, by the way, the Erik Karlsson stands have been really coming out in full force over the past couple weeks. I guess he's fully healed from his injury now, so that makes everything he does okay, I guess. Erik Karlsson gets the goal. Grzelcyk gets the assist. Richard Rakell gets his 23rd to make it 1-1. Garrett Hathaway responds unassisted on a deflected shot to make it 2-1. Travis Konecny makes it 3-1 early in the third. Anthony Beauvillier makes it interesting a minute later to make it 3-2 for his 12th. Kevin Hayes gets his 5th. Dan Heitinen gets his 13th. It's not enough, even though Pittsburgh really outshot the Flyers. Again, 33-12. And in the first period, they outshot the Flyers 10-2. Even though one of the two shots went in, it was just, it's the back-to-back with travel. And you got 3 points on the weekend. And I'm kind of riffing on this because, again, I didn't watch this game on Saturday. So I'm just shooting from the hip, brother. So this past week, you got 3 out of 6. You went 500 on the weekend. But this continues the trend of it's going to give the Pens management to make believe that everything's okay. I mean, hey, we're hanging around the playoff spot. Everything's fine. We're just hanging around. I mean, we're not, we're in it. And it goes back to what I said at the beginning of the season. There's somebody in Pens management, I don't know if it's Kyle Dubas, who goes, if I can just get a good middle 6 forward, I can turn this team around. No. Now, on the flip side of that, there are a lot of Pens fans that say, if we just get rid of Mike Sullivan, they can really turn this team around. No, it's a lot more than Sully. There are some players on here that don't really that really shouldn't be here. Guys that we've paid money to produce that aren't. For example, Ryan Graves. Sorry, there's music to this. But Ryan Graves on Friday with the Rangers got his first point of the season. That was on February 7th. Game 55. Gets his first point. You know who has more points than him this season? Thank God that X had this, because this is great. These are people that at this point of the year have more points than Ryan Graves. First off, Ryan Reeves for the Toronto Maple Leafs has 2 points, and he's only played 33 games. Matt Rempe has more points than Ryan Graves, and he's only played 19 games, a goal and 2 assists. Matt Rempe. And dude's been back and forth between New York and Hartford. I should know. I've seen it. Clark Bishop. Who? Clark Bishop for the Calgary Flames has a goal, which outranks an assist, has a goal, and has played 6 games. Is more than Ryan Graves. Some guy in Minnesota called Mirat Kusnodino, Khusnutdino, for the Minnesota Wild. 52 games, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. He has more points. And Alex Nedeljkovic, our own goaltender, has more than Ryan Graves. What are we paying this guy for again? Oh, he's a really good at-home defenseman. Well, guess what? There's more in Wilkes-Barre who can do more than him. I should know. I've seen it. I believe I said this. When I got mad about us losing to the Sharks, the Pens are going to go on a run and have you make believe everything's fine, and we'll hang around the playoff hunt. And that'll be enough to tell Dubas and others that all is well. And you're not going to get that big Jake Gensel trade that we got last year. Because everybody's wondering, what are we going to get for Raquel? Could we ship Rust out? Who's next? Raquel, you want to sell high? His stock's high. I know we sent guys back down to Wilkes-Barre yesterday, and we called up Burnstrom for Saturday, and he got sent back down. 2 others went down. Jari got called up, and I think Ned got sent down. Was it Bloomer? Anyway, point being, nobody freak out over this. Wilkes-Barre's still playing. Pittsburgh's not for the next week and a half. So it's just to send down there and get playing time. This is a scheduled loss. Philly was a scheduled loss. And you get the Capitals, 2 more against Philly, and I think the Rangers are Capitals again. A lot of division games. Not many more weekends to win. Bleep or get off the pot is all I'm saying. What are you going to do? What is the move? Because at this point, it seems like we're trying to do both. We're trying to sell and we're trying to stay in it. And I just don't know if this team is sustainable enough to do it. We'll see if Crosby gets back. But for now, enjoy the 4 Nations. Enjoy the break. Because we got a lot more hockey to blow through until tax time. Let's go Pens. I'll catch you next time.